Hey everybody, Patty Ann here. I'm going to help Linda today from our group Cutting Up with Patty Ann. She purchased this iris shutter, which really looks fun because it's something that's easy to assemble and you can use it on anything that you want to put it on. Scrapbook pages, cards, whatever. But she's having trouble because she's using it in Cricut Design Space and she's not sure how to size it. So here it is. I found it, and if you want to find it, I'll have a link for it for you down below. If you're using it for Cricut, make sure you get both the studio file and the SVG. Say download. And make sure that you do want to download it to your computer. So notice right here it's a zip file on my computer. I'll open it up. It's not ready to use yet. I have to extract it. Extract all. And there it is. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to find, if I'm opening this in Silhouette, and that's what I want to do first, I'm going to find the Silhouette Studio file and double click on that to open. Okay, so the purpose of opening it in Silhouette first is so that we can get the size that we need for Cricut Design Space, because I know Linda's using this in Cricut. So what she needs to do is just go ahead and draw a big box around everything and pay attention to what it says the width is. Here's the width right down here, 11.681. And I would go ahead and write that down so I don't forget it, 11.681. And then I'm going to even just take a look at this for a second, just scroll in a little bit and see some of these things that are happening. You can notice it's very, very light. Let me see if I can darken it up for you. Let's see if I make this a 1 and hit enter. All right, let's see. Whoops. All right, there we go. So now you can see better what's going on. So all of these little pieces are cut here, and these dash lines represent score lines. On this one right here, let me bring that a little bit higher up for you so you can see it too. This is the cut line, and these are cut lines as well. The other thing that I noticed about this one is right here, if we change that, you can see that this piece is cutting out and these little rectangles are cutting out as well. So we need to keep that in mind when we go over to Cricut Design Space, which is where we will go now. Okay, here we are in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to upload an image, browse, and I'm going to come, first of all, remember there were two folders, one that's zipped that you can't use. Then you unzip it. Notice the names are exactly the same, other than one has a zipper and one doesn't. So I'll click on the one without. Then I want to open up the SVG file this time. For Cricut Design Space, open the SVG and say open. It's going to come up with a little warning here, but just ignore it. Say continue. Here are the pieces, exactly what you want. Say save. Then we're going to bring these in. Okay, there's a little bit of a problem. First off the bat, check out the size of this thing. Look at the width, 4 inches and 0.121. But we want it to be, as we had written down, 11.681. So with the lock, we will change that to 11.681 and hit enter. Then that makes it the exact size I need it to be. Now I'm remembering that I looked at some things over there in Silhouette and I noticed some stuff. For example, this one right here. Well, got to ungroup it first. Okay, this right here, if I right click on it and say send it to the back, or maybe I have to come up. Let's see, can I do that? Send it to the back. Does that work? Yeah. Okay, once I've sent that to the back like that, what I need to do is grab both of these things right here and attach them. Okay, so now these I'm going to get rid of because I'm just going to duplicate this one 1, 2, 3, 4 more times. So I'll delete and delete all. Oh, I deleted one too many things. So I'm undoing. Let's see, undo. Okay, so I deleted one too many things. I don't want to delete that circle down at the bottom. So delete. Okay, so now we have this one, and I need a total of 5. So I'm going to duplicate it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we have all of these that we need. Okay, let's look at these now. If I right click on one of them and say send it to the back, you can notice that there are some score lines here. And I'm counting how many there are all together, and there are 10. So rather than having to mess with each one of these separately, I'm going to delete these guys, all of this, and those lines that might have stayed. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here, and so that my Cricut machine doesn't go dupe up, and take a long time, I'm going to change this to regular score lines instead of what we have. You might think that I could just come up here and say score, which I could, but like I said, it'll go, your machine will go and score, and then it'll lift up, down, like that. So we wanted to just go straight across. I'm using a Cricut Explorer Air 2, and that's I'll use that tool that's a scoring tool that looks like a pen. So what I'm going to do is go to the shape tool and get the score line. And I'm going to make it a lot smaller because I don't need it anywhere near that big. And I'm going to hold down my shift key and rotate it. Then I'm going to bring it over here. And I want to make sure these are not attached. Okay. I'm going to bring this score line over here and place it right on top of that one, like that. Then I'm going to duplicate that one and put it right on top of these, like that. And if you can't see very well what you're doing, you can always scroll in down here to see more clearly. Whoops, to make sure that they're really overlapping. And that one wasn't, so I need to get that one and fix it a little bit. There we go. Click all that. Okay. So there's the two score lines. That should have some more stuff selected down here. Here we go. These are the ones we want to get rid of. All right. So I'm just going to hide. Yeah, that's what we want to get rid of. These ones right here. Okay, so this is exactly what we want now. So what we're left with are the score lines that we made with our shape tool over here and our original shape. So what we need to do now is say attach. And you remember there were 10 of these, so I want to duplicate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of put these in a line if I want to. And actually what I can do if I want to is I can grab all of them and come up here in a line to the bottom. And then I'm going to duplicate them. And there we go. All right, the next thing that I need to do, and I want to make sure that they're all attached, and they're not, so I'm going to attach those. And attach these. Okay. Now remember, oh, see those little squares that are under there? We want to undo that. So I'm going to go ahead and send this to the back. Then I'm going to attach all of these too. Whoops. Attach these. Okay, and that should just about be all we need to do. So let's make it and see what it's going to look like. All right, it's looking good except for this guy's flying off the edge like that, and I'm not sure why it did that. So let's cancel and bring this over here and just make it again, see if we can get them to fit. Okay, now that's perfect because the second one's going to have to go on its own sheet. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. And I'm going to connect this to my Explorer Air 2. And I'm going to make it to medium cardstock. And I'm going to add a little bit more pressure. Notice it says to put my scoring stylus in clamp A. Again, an Explorer Air 2. After it does the scoring, then it will cut and we'll be done. So I'll go ahead and do that in both my Cameo and my Cricut and bring them back to show you what we have. Okay, here are all the pieces that I cut out with my Cricut. So you can see they cut out beautifully, and the slit marks are where they need to be, as well as the little scoring lines. So I'll just continue to take this off, and then I'll show you also that I did the Cameo as well, and it too cut just perfectly. Again, the slits are there, the what do you call it? Score lines are there. So I'm going to take all of these off, and then I'll come back and show you how to put it together. Okay, the first thing you do is you take all these little pieces and fold them on the score lines. There should be, I think, 10 of them. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is take out these little pieces that are like this, or 5 of them, and you make sure that they're all the same way, and you're going to put your glue on one side in between the 2 cut lines. So like that. So I'm doing it all on the left side now. So they'll be the same. Then I just take these guys here that I folded and place those right there to dry. Then I'm going to flip these all over and do the same thing on the opposite side. So it will be on the right side of each of them. So again, I'm putting a stripe of glue right between those 2, cut lines. Oops. Okay, the next thing that you get out is this piece that has, sort of looks like a Christmas tree ornament, just has little circles, and you're going to start at one end. I like to start at about 11 o'clock from my point of view, and I just start putting these in so that they curve around the same way as the ball looking thing. So once you do that, just do these like they're little metal clasp thingies. Get the next one. Okay, then you can just close these down like this. Okay, those are all finished and opened up. You're going to turn this over so you're on the side where all the little arms were, and you're going to make sure that these are popping up like this. Then you're going to bring this piece over and put this one near the top. So what you're going to do is start, hopefully you can tell what I'm doing, around this one right here will be at like 1 o'clock and 1 o'clock here. So I'm just going to start here, putting that through and opening its little wings up. And then I'll come to this one, open up his little wings. this one. Till you get all the way around. Like that. Let's see. Okay, you have this guy all done, and you may not be sure which side to use first, but you see these little pieces here that are sticking up? These need to be on the bottom. So you're going to take one of your colors, whether it's the same color or not, and you're going to dab glue on each. Am I missing something? No. Each of these little spots, the little legs that are hanging out, and glue them into place. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a little glue here, here. Yeah, a little too much there maybe. So just folding these over. Remember, they're on the bottom. So you're gluing all the layers together basically. Now, so far, if you've done this right, what you should be able to do is to take this little lever, which one? This little lever. Okay, holding this lever, you should be able to close this shut like that. See how that is? Okay, all 7 of your little legs should be glued down. Then you're going to flip it over again, and this time you're going to put one of these on the back to hide some of that stuff. So I'm going to make sure that my little guys, so you're just going to put glue in between each one of these areas where the little flappy things are, and then just put this down on there. Okay, the last thing you're going to do is put glue all over this side, and I accidentally did it before I started recording, so I thought I'd rip it off and do it again. So all the way around. Oops, don't get it inside though. And then just stick this piece on here. Now, the 2 pieces that I used were both from CRICUT and Silhouette. They fit together almost perfectly. So let's see. How is it going to look? So if I hold right here, so if I had something below this, like a little girl peeking out, can you see how that looks? And so I could just glue this onto the front of a card like this, and then the person could do the manipulating of the little thing here. Whoops, I got it stuck on her head because it's not glued down right. Hope you can see that. So thanks for joining me. I hope this helped, Linda. Everybody else, if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, check out my links down below. I appreciate it when you use them. Thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye.